Are you considering moving to Kansas City and you're not sure if you're going to love everything here? Well, I'm here to tell you that there are probably a few things you are not going to like. And I'm going to tell you my top 5 right after this. My name is Julie Spaulding. I sell real estate here in the Kansas City market for Better Homes and Gardens Kansas City Homes. And I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why you might not like Kansas City. Now, there's just a few. First one is humidity. I don't know why, but that's my number one. I guess maybe they're in no particular order, but humidity. The humidity makes it feel colder when it's cold and hotter when it's hot. And some people are surprised at how much humidity we have here. We're not in Florida, we're not by an ocean, we're not in Texas, but wow, we can get some serious humidity. Makes you just sweat when you don't want to sweat. So if you're looking for a place with absolutely no humidity, this is not going to be the place for you. There are some good things I will tell you with humidity, and that is that it makes your skin a lot less dry. So you know what? You can get off the plane sometimes, let's say Arizona, and you get off the plane and all of a sudden your skin just starts wrinkling up. So it's nice for that. You don't need near as much lotion here. Now, if you have frizzy hair, I do think those people get a little bit more frizzy when you're in the humidity. So that's probably my least favorite thing, the humidity.
It's the humidity!
Second one that is kind of a bummer is that we're landlocked. Clearly, we're in the middle of the country, right? It takes a little bit of time to get to mountains or an ocean. And I've mentioned this in another video, but if you're wanting to go to the mountains or wanting to go to Denver, that's about 9 hours away, depending on which part of the mountains you want to go to. You probably could go to the Ozarks Mountains, right? We have those. Not quite as big, not as much skiing. We do have smaller ski resorts here. Some of that snow is man-made, but they're still fun. And you can also go sledding down those hills, which are pretty fun as well, like in tubes and stuff like that. And they do it at night, even more fun. As far as oceans, well, the nearest ocean is probably Destin, Florida, which is about 16 hours away, somewhere down there in the Panhandle. Another option, we do have a lot of lakes around the area. Missouri has a few more lakes. We have Lake of the Ozarks.
The Ozarks?
It's not quite like the TV show, right? That is a drama. But we are in the Ozark Mountains, and the Lake of the Ozarks is a pretty popular place for people to go and visit, for people to have second homes down there. And of course, people also live there full time as well. We also have Table Rock Lake, which is a little bit further south, but also incredibly beautiful. It's a Corps of Engineer lake, so you can't build houses on it, but there's plenty of housing down there and places to go for the weekend. Branson's down there. Kind of fun, kind of fun. We also have quite a few lakes around town. We have more lakes on the Missouri side than we do on the Kansas side, but Kansas out in Lawrence has a great lake. Clinton Lake's out that way. We have Hillsdale Lake. I didn't mention Truman Lake, which is also on the Missouri side. That's great for fishing as well. Not that the other lakes are not, but fishing is a big thing around here. So if you're looking for lakes and boating and fishing and water sports, there's some great options here, even though we are more landlocked. Another thing is that Kansas City does not have the best public transportation. So you're going to need a car if you come to Kansas City. And most people living out in the suburbs are using all of their own transportation. We do have some buses. We don't have really any trains or anything like that go around, but for the most part, you're going to need a car. So our public transportation is not that great yet, right? We're always working on that. I know they're looking at expansion from downtown out to some of the suburbs, but for right now, not the best. If you're wanting to fly into Kansas City, we are opening a new airport. Oh my gosh, I am going to do an entire video on this. I am telling you, we have been waiting forever for a new airport. So that is coming. But for public transportation, not very good. Another one is if you're on a diet, it's really hard here. We have some amazing food. Of course, we're known for our barbecue. right? We are also known for a lot of our fried chicken, actually, believe it or not. There's some incredible fried chicken places around here. If you know, maybe once in a while you're dying for some fried chicken, there's some great options. We also have a very vibrant Hispanic community, and we have some of the best authentic Mexican food around down on Southwest Boulevard, but also a few other places. I love the tamales that are in the corn husk. Oh my gosh, they make some amazing ones here in town. So if you're looking for authentic Mexican food, we got you covered. Also, we also have those options for those people who are vegan and vegetarian. We have some great places that are very healthy as well. But overall, we also have a lot of restaurants that are not going to help you on any kind of diet. All right, now I've heard this one. I am not in the market for this, but the dating scene here in Kansas City is not as vibrant, I don't think, as some other cities. Now, I have girls that are in their 20s, and that's their perception. I've looked it up. It's kind of true. We actually have quite a few families that moved to Kansas City. So maybe that prime dating scene is not exploding here right now. But we definitely are growing. Several years ago, they kind of revamped downtown. We have the Power and Light District, which is a lot of fun. We have several different areas, the Crossroads District, some in Lenexa, some in Overland Park, but some areas that are popping up and that are a lot more, conducive to younger people and going out and having a good time. I will say I moved here about 30 years ago and we always had a good time. So there is fun to be had. You might have to look for it a little bit. And I think a lot of times having fun is more about who you're with than exactly where you're at. But I would say that overall, Kansas City has a lot of family atmosphere, especially in the suburbs. The nighttime scene is increasing and improving a little bit down here as well. But I do have a bonus. If you don't like sports fans, you may not like some of this stuff that goes on here because people are crazy in Kansas City. They love their sports. They love the Chiefs and the Royals and Sporting KC, and they also love their college teams. So you might not like Kansas City if you don't like any sports at all. So these are just a few of the things that maybe you might not love about Kansas City, but overall, I think it's a town, it's a city that is vibrant, it's growing, and it's family oriented. So if you're looking to move to Kansas City and you have some questions, I have a relocation guide that you can download for free. And if you have any questions, let me know. And remember, you deserve to love where you live.